Oh, no. So he wants, okay, you guys know how he is with the microphone. And I will be brief. But before we let him have that, because that means that we'll be here another hour or so, I want to share with you some memories. So he's turning 85 today. It's his birthday, so happy birthday, Dad. Again, we are so happy to have you here. You all mean, each and every one of you means so much to him. You mean so much to our families. We've seen you again. Just going through the pictures, I am in awe of how blessed he is to have such a rich that he has spent with you in all aspects. You've seen him in the pictures here, so his fun life, his civic life, so thank you. I do want to share a memory, and you'll get a chance to also. But I want to read this from Uncle Alejo, who we remember from when we were, wee kids. We grew up with the Fernandez as kids, and fighting with each other and talking about each other in the corner, but also playing and hanging out in Auntie Pressy and Uncle Richie's pool, and seeing them in parties now. It's just wonderful. But Uncle Leah was one of Dad's oldest friends, right? So Uncle has this to share. Ed is well known in his community, both socially and politically. He has always shown the desire to serve others and lead by example. We share many memories that span several decades. We first met in our small hometown in the Philippines. Some of my fondest memories with Ed was working together with the San Antonio Association and Farisafa Association. Yes, and you were part of that. Make sure I'm not too near the speaker here. Coordinating food for events, in various construction projects, and learning many different techniques to build things. Beyond the work we shared, I've also cherished our adventures together, the cruises with friends filled with laughter and camaraderie. We talked about going to Cuba when the port first opened. So in 2018, we went on a Caribbean cruise. I remember one of the nights we played on the casino ship. He hit all of the 15 buffaloes on the buffalo slot sheet and got 100 free plays. Yeah. Did he share any of that with you, Uncle? No, he doesn't. He ended up with a nice jackpot. Ed has a natural lucky streak. Anytime we were on one of the trips, he would always win. I guess he didn't share. One time he won a very impressive jackpot. Because of his kind generosity, he did not keep all of that money to himself, but rather gave it away to his grandkids. So he didn't. What I admire most about Ed is his resourcefulness and general construction background. I am thankful for all that he has taught me through the years, and I'm honored to celebrate this huge milestone alongside him. Happy birthday, Mikay.
Very nice.
So now is the time if anyone wants to have a word about my dad or share a story. Ed Jr. I actually should introduce everybody so I know that people you haven't seen, but Devin, I got you. I'm not going to let this down. Some of you haven't seen our family in a while. So I am Edie Paulo Takata, the oldest. And is it okay if I pass the mic on?
I'm Eileen Paulo Crisco. I live in Hawaii. And this is my daughter Malia Crisco. She's 18. And Shannon Crisco, he's 21. You also live in Hawaii.
Yeah.
This is Eduardo Ventura.
I am me. I've seen me around. So I don't have to introduce myself. But seated here on the head table are my family, and they will be introducing themselves to you.
Watch that boy.
I'm Chloe, I'm Edie's daughter.
I'm Junior, I guess. You always call me Junior. I'm Ed Junior, and I'm his son.
And that's Krista, if you don't know Krista. I'm Leo, I'm married to Edie.
I thought Ed was going to introduce me. He was saving up for his toast. I'm Krista. I've been a friend of the family for 29 years now. Yeah, so I feel like I've learned so much about unity and family and the wisdom from Uncle Ed. So happy to be here.
Okay, so we will hear from Ed.
Hi. So I just wanted to follow up with what Uncle Leo was saying when my father always wins, and that is very true. He teaches us a lot. He's taught me a bit about construction, etc. I learn a lot from him. So recently, I just wanted to relay an experience that we had. He taught me he brought me mussel hunting or whatever they call it. I did that for the first time, right? And of course, Dad always wins because I was the one that got caught by the warden. while Dad got to go off with his mussels, so he got the mussels. And but I learned. Thank you, Dad, for teaching me how to get them and how to cook them and everything like that. So you do always win, and you gave us our mussels back after very expensive.
So, you know what? This happened to me too, and I was it's a Apollo thing. We realized so now next year. So I went. I wanted to learn abalone picking with my dad. I don't remember how old I was. I would have been in college. I said, Dad, I want to learn abalone picking because yeah. So I don't know if you go to abalone rock picking, but I thought, how hard could it be? So I went with them to like Half Moon Bay in San Mateo, and then you go into the water, and it's not warm water, and the water is not still. So you're being bashed around by the waves, being cut. They have this abalone, and I'm trying to immerse myself, fighting the abalone, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. My dad, we're in between the rocks, and he's, you just gotta do this. He picked most of them for me. Well, I don't know if you know, but the rules are for fishing games, you have to be the one that picks and I didn't pick any of them but I was bleeding. So when we came back up to the cliff, and the warden fishing game was waiting for us there, and then he looked at me and he said, because we knew they were watching, "Did you pick those?" And I looked at him, and he looked at my bloody legs. He said, "Oh yeah, you picked those, so you get to, all right, okay, well those are yours." And then he measured them. See, my dad picked them, so I was like, okay, whatever. He measured them, and they were undersized. Oh. Abalone. And then he won. He won because they measured his, and his was fine. His were fine. They took mine. I said, Dad. Yeah, so, but we came back home, and we only had 2 or whatever, and we had a good laugh about it. He says, "Don't tell your mom." He said, "You want me to lie to Mom? Just don't tell your mom." So, but we got a ticket. I said, "Oh, man, we got a ticket." Okay, so that means we had to go to San Mateo Court. So we had to sneak off to San Mateo County Court. I said, "What do I tell Dad? Mom, where are we going?" He says, "Just don't tell your mom." So he went to, we went to the court, and then, he tried to defend us, and he says, "Well, it's just, your caliber is wrong, and we were trying to pick pink abalone, and it's pink abalone." He said, "Dad, don't lie to the judge. They were black abalone." He said, so we were slapped with a huge fine. We went back home, and he said, "Don't tell your mom." So we had glass of abalone, and my mom was laughing. She said, "This is so good, this is so good." And I said, "Dad, this is the most expensive abalone." I don't know if we ever told Mom.
She knows now?
Yeah, she knows now. Oh, sorry, Mom. You know. Anyway, yes, he always wins, and now we only have one person left to experience having a fine from picking. See that board over there? That's he's never gonna go hungry because he's gonna pick free food. It's not free, all right? It's not free. You get fined. So yes, lots of stories. Does anyone else have any?
Well, it's free.
Malia does.
It's free if you pick enough.
Oh. Uncle Jazz. Uncle Jazz. So much time that Dad spent with you. So probably so much mine too, but so much work, so much triumph. Cheers, you've been through a lot. Thanks.
Thanks for inviting us, Edie. We were, speaking of casinos, we were in one of the casinos, and we had to scramble our way home, and I had 10 minutes to put something together, so it's right here. But before we do that, we, it's crab season, right? And Ed took us to Bodega Bay one day,